You know, Kamala Harris is right about one thing, man. She's right about one thing. The American people, we do want change. We do want something different. And ultimately, I think that she's wrong about what that thing is, however. And this is ultimately what the Donald Trump presidency, all the times that he's run for he's run for the president, all of his campaigns, it has always been about getting something different. For the longest time, we had the Democrats and the Republicans. They had come together and they had created this establishment that did not care about the American people and was only looking out for themselves, for their donors, for the military-industrial complex, going and spending our money on billions of dollars, trillions of dollars in foreign wars and whatnot, while Americans suffer. Let me show you what I mean. For the post-millennial, students pushed out of schools after Haitian migrants increase Indiana County's population by 30%. Kids in the city of Logansport, Indiana, are reportedly being forced out of schools after the county's population has expanded by 30% due to immigration. This comes amid the ongoing border crisis under the Biden-Harris administration. Furious residents do not feel safe in the city after a mass number of migrants have come to the Indiana city. Per the New York Post, the residents are blaming President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris for the chaos that has struck the city. Local photographer Candace Espinoza, 32, told the outlet when asked what her message was to Harris, "Do something. Our community cannot withstand this many people being here." Mother of two Nancy Baker was more blunt and said if Harris were to come to her home, she would say, "Get off my property." I don't see how she can stand behind Biden the whole time, and she keeps deflecting anytime they ask questions, the Indiana resident added. The Post reported that the population of Cass County has increased by around 30% because of the many migrants moving into the county. Of 38,000 people, around 11,000 have moved in since 2020. The Haitian migrant student population in Logansport schools has increased 15 times over, from 14 to 207 in just this year. Baker told reporters that her high school-aged daughter, Cheyenne, had to drop out because teachers did not seem to have any time left for students who speak English. With how much time they had to spend with the Haitian migrant students. You see it there, man. You see it, I don't have to read anymore. I don't have to read anymore. First of all, homeschool your kids. Homeschool your kids because this is garbage. This is garbage. This shouldn't be happening. Homeschool your kids. Homeschooling your kids is the best way to make sure that your kids are treated right. If you want your kids to be treated right, don't send them to public schools. Public schools are, look at them. They're prisons. They're not. These are not. This is not an education. It's a prison system. You send your kids to this prison every single day. That's what it is. It's a concrete building. Okay, with cameras and security guards, and they feed your kids slop at lunchtime. There's not much difference. You know what I mean? Oh, and prisons teach classes too. Okay, it's like, there's not much difference here. Ultimately, so that was my first point. Ultimately, this is the difference. This is the difference right here. From the Post-Millennial, Trump makes surprise visit to North Carolina, announces a GoFundMe has raised $8 million for Hurricane Helene victims. That's it. That's it. That's my point right there. That's the difference that Americans have been trying to get since Donald Trump ran back in 2016. We had it. We had it for a few short years. We had what we as Americans finally wanted. We had America first. That's it. That's what all of this has been about. You can say, oh, these people are fascist, these people are racist, these people, whatever. You can say whatever you want. It doesn't mean anything anymore because you guys call everybody fascist. You guys call everybody racist. If somebody, if somebody sneezes the wrong way, you call them a racist. So the actual racist, nobody knows who they are because you call everything and anything that moves slightly a freaking racist. So the word doesn't mean anything anymore. And nobody cares. It's like, oh, you call me a racist? Well, okay, whatever. It's like, no one cares anymore. This is the point that Americans have been making. America first is what we want. This is what it's always been about. This is what Donald Trump, the Donald Trump presidency, trying to get him reelected. This is always what it has been about, is we are sick and tired of being second-class citizens in our own country. Veterans being kicked out of hotels up in New York to make space for illegal immigrants. Same thing up in New York. Illegal immigrants being given $10,000 gift cards while we got veterans on the street, nowhere to live. Homeless people in the street, Americans. It's unacceptable. And now they're kicking our own children out of schools because they don't have time. You see, they don't have time for your kids. They got to spend all their time focusing on these other kids that Biden and Harris decided to put in your community. Why? Well, not because it was necessary. It's not because, it's not, they didn't put them in your community because it was necessary. They put them in your community because they're trying to sway elections. That's the reality. You can say, oh, that's so stupid, kiddo, you're lying. No, I'm not. She's already said that she wants to give these people citizenship. That's what she said. Kamala Harris says that she wants to give these paths a road to citizenship, and so did Nancy Pelosi. There it is. If Kamala Harris wins this election, she will give these people citizenship, and they will vote, and it'll be just like what happened in California. California used to be a purple state, man. California used to flip-flop between red and blue. And then, of course, they brought in all these illegal immigrants. And a certain president decided he was going to give them all citizenship. California's been blue ever since. That's the reality, man. That's the reality. This has always been about. Just look at the difference. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will bring in illegal immigrants to replace you in your own community, to replace your children in their own schools. And then whenever you get upset about it and talk about how your kids aren't getting a good enough education, how all your resources are being stripped from your community and being given to people that showed up 5 minutes ago, whenever you complain about it, they will look you in the eye, flip you the bird, and tell you to go screw yourself. Whereas Donald Trump, whenever you are suffering, shows up, shows out, tries to comfort you the best he can, and then he gives you resources. Talks about how he's raising $8 million for you and for the other victims of a catastrophe. This is the difference, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Americans have been wanting. Someone, anyone, who's going to step up and say, enough is enough. We are going to put America first before everybody else. We are no longer going to make Americans second-class citizens in their own country. We're no longer going to be sending the billions of dollars, trillions of dollars over to these foreign wars. We're no longer going to do it. We're no longer going to do it. That's what we want, man. That's what Americans have been wanting. Now, We are in the heat of this election right now. It is October 22nd, 2024 today as of the making of this video. These are the polls, ladies and gentlemen. This is from Real Clear Polling. This is the RCP average in the top battleground states. Donald Trump is winning every state as of right now. As of right now, Donald Trump has taken the lead. I mean, the month of October has been incredible for Donald Trump. I mean, Donald Trump has absolutely eviscerated Kamala Harris in the month of October. So Donald Trump is up 1.2 right now as of October 22nd. At the very beginning of this month, we go back to October 1st, he was only up 0.2. So, I mean, back in October 1st, you know, we were all happy. We were excited. Oh, Donald Trump, he took the lead in the battleground states. Oh, that's awesome. And since that day, he has just completely, it is growing by quite a margin, the difference between these two candidates. And we still have a couple weeks to go. But, you know, a week and a half, 2.5 weeks, something like that. Point is, there's still a little bit of time for this lead to grow. And I believe it will, personally. Guys, I don't know where we go from here, man. I don't know what's going to happen on Election Day. I know that there's a pretty clear picture, though. There's a pretty clear picture about what you get from these two candidates. One is going to, bring in a bunch of illegal immigrants. They're going to replace you in your own community. They're going to tell you, oh, if you don't like it, go screw yourself because, you're a second-class citizen. Oh, you're an American citizen? Oh, we don't care about you. We only care about immigrants. I mean, you can say that that's not true all you want. Their actions, they don't have to say anything. Their actions have shown us. The Bible says you will know them by their fruits. Okay? What is the fruit of the Democrat Party? The fruit of the Democrat Party is stabbing the American people in the back and saying, we don't care about you. We only care about these other people. We care about foreign wars, and we care about illegal immigrants. That's what we care about. And bringing in legal, I say, quote, legal, because it's not actually legal, but they've found a freaking loophole to try to say that it is. It's not. And bringing in legal immigrants to replace you in your own community. That's what Democrats care about. Donald Trump cares about this country. He wants to bring manufacturing back. He wants to lower your taxes. He wants to put you first. He wants to give the resources of America to its people, to its actual citizens. I don't know, man. I don't know. The choice is up to you. I've already voted. First day of early voting in the state of Texas, which is where I reside, was yesterday. It was the first day. I went and voted. You got to, man. Go early vote. If you have a feeling you might not be able to show up on Election Day, like Republicans have been saying this for a while, since the last election. Election Day is the last day to vote. That's the last day to vote. Go early, man. Go early vote. We got to do whatever we can to fix this country, to get Donald Trump back in office. And if you're going to vote for Donald Trump, you got to vote down ballot Republican. Down ballot Republican, because if Democrats take back the House, or if they keep control of the Senate and are able to take back the House, Donald Trump will be impeached before he ever sees the Oval Office. They will impeach him. They will remove him from office before he is ever able to see the Oval Office. He will never be able to do anything as president because he will be impeached and removed from office immediately. That's the reality, man. That is absolutely the reality. I don't know. The choice is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Choose wisely, please. Choose wisely. I'm going to leave it there. I'll have another video coming for you guys likely on Thursday. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to support this channel, hit that like button and subscribe down below. Follow me on all the socials down in the description and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we put out new videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.